Hey guys, here's another of my top tips on how to take care of your voice. I've been sharing some freebies this month here on YouTube as many of us head into the cold weather season. If you missed any of the other tips, make sure to check them out here. Most people underestimate just how much an impact digestion has on their voice. Remember that the vocal instrument, it's really our whole body is the instrument. So we have to pay attention to more than just these two little vocal cords in the throat. A few tips for before you sing: eat lightly, eat healthy, eat well in advance. Don't stuff down food just before you lead worship. Overeating can cause acid reflux and will restrict your digestive organs and breath support. Reflux is when acid from the stomach flows up the esophagus, basically backwards of what it should do. The opening to your esophagus, which is the tube that delivers food from your mouth to your stomach, is right beside the opening to your trachea, or some people call it the windpipe. Right at the top of the trachea is where your larynx, your voice box sits. So sometimes acid flows up the esophagus and makes its way to the vocal cords, essentially bathing them in acid. Many times we don't feel any pain or burning at all, so we don't even know this is happening, but the acid causes hoarseness, it causes dry and inflamed vocal cords, and causes your voice to just feel very fatigued. And it's one of the reasons why even when you're not sick at all, you might have a terrible vocal day, your voice just doesn't feel right. The best ways to control reflux are by trying to eat moderate amounts of food throughout the day rather than overindulging at meal times, and try to eat a healthy, balanced diet of food. Try to limit foods that are known to cause excess stomach acid, such as spicy foods, sugar, and fatty junk foods. Of course, you've got to enjoy life and eat the things you love, but just be cautious about what you eat, especially right around times when you're going to be singing. There's a reason why fast cars need premium gas, the same reason why your body and your voice will function best when we give it healthy foods like vegetables, fruit, whole grains, lean meats. Let's talk about sugar. It's a voice killer, compromises your immune system, it causes inflammation in the vocal cords, and it's in everything, especially processed foods. And a couple years ago, I cut out refined sugars completely and saw huge positive impact in my voice. I highly recommend it. A lot of people ask me about eating dairy right before you sing. A lot of people find that dairy causes excess mucus buildup, which gets in the way of our singing. It makes you feel like you have to keep clearing your throat or feel like you keep needing to swallow. This is an issue for some people, but not all. I always just say, listen to your body. Try singing right after you've drank a glass of milk, and try singing after you've cut out dairy products for a week, and just see what your voice feels like. This is a big one. Try to avoid eating for 2 to 3 hours right before you go to bed. I used to wake up with a raspy voice all the time. I'd have such a hard time getting my voice to come together in the morning because I would always eat right before bed. We would watch TV late at night and eat snacks in bed, and then when your body's horizontal, the acid from the digestion process, which has just begun, flows so easily up the esophagus and bathes the vocal cords in acid, which is just, it's a terrible thought for a singer. And although I miss the snacks in bed, I really, really, really do. My voice loves me for not doing that anymore. If you must eat right before bed, try sleeping with an extra pillow behind your head to keep your head at an angle so that the acid stays down. A few other things: exercise regularly, try to maintain a healthy body weight, avoid smoking and avoid breathing in cigarette smoke in smoky places, and avoid tight clothing. It restricts the digestive organs and breath support. And I know this is particularly hard for us ladies because we just want to wear Spanx and hold everything in all the time. If you really want to get serious about this, try keeping a food journal of what you eat and when you eat and how your voice feels in comparison to what you fuel your body with. It can be really interesting and enlightening to figure out when your voice feels at its best, and will really help you figure out how to find consistency in your voice.